Florida Governor Rick Scott is here to go on the record. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. The most important state, Florida, the biggest swing state in the country.
It is, and everybody wants Florida.
It's a winner-take-all, March 15th. It's going to be a national race, so it's going to be fun.
And plus the fact you've got three Floridians who are in the race. You've got
Right.
Senator Marco Rubio, Governor Bush, and Donald Trump.
And Huckabee lives down there, and Ben Carson lives down there. Everybody from Florida wants to run.
All right, you haven't endorsed, right?
No, I haven't endorsed. I'm watching the candidates, just like all of our voters, and I'm going to pick the person that's going to get jobs going. The most important thing we need in this country is more jobs.
Well, it seems like, but you wrote a USA Today op-ed that says Donald Trump has America's pulse. What do you mean by that?
Right now, he's talking about the things that are most important. He's got a background of perceived, a very successful business person, and it's the most important issue. So I think it's still early, but he's talking about jobs more than the others.
What provoked you to write this?
I get asked all the time. I wrote another op-ed back, I think it was October, September. I said, focus on the jobs. It's how I won in 2010. In 2014, I ran on jobs. You asked me the weather, I talked about jobs. We've added 1,025,000 jobs in 5 years. It's still the most important thing in this country. We need somebody that's going to dramatically turn around the federal government.
All right, well, the people that aren't listed, which is anybody else, is why, of course, naturally it looks like you're endorsing Trump because you point out Trump. How did Governor Jeb Bush do with creating jobs when he was governor?
He did a great job. And
so why are you talking about him being on the pulse?
Well, what you look at, here's what Jeb Bush did great in Florida. He did a great job in education. Marco Rubio has done a great job focusing on foreign policy, especially what's happening in Cuba. He's done a great job with that. But I think right now Trump is talking about jobs. So I still think it's early.
So the fact that the issue that's sort of primary for you, in your mind, jobs, is well, you write this about Trump and you don't take away from the other candidates in their fit. Okay.
I think it's still early. Look, I'm thinking about endorsing, but I'm still waiting for who's got the best plan to absolutely turn around this economy.
How does his plan for the economy differ from Carly Fiorina, also businesswoman?
I think what he's talking more about jobs, look, I still think it's early. But look, what have we done? We've cut taxes 50 times. We've cut 4,200 regulations. I want to hear a candidate talk about what they're going to do to dramatically change the federal government.
And of course, regulations is your big. You don't like all the regulations.
No, it kills jobs. If you make it. No, you don't ever walk into a business and say, "I'll pay you more because your taxes are higher," or you spend more money dealing with regulation. I want somebody that's going to cut the federal regulation in half. Start cutting federal taxes. It's the biggest problem in this country.
Hasn't almost every Republican candidate said that he or she would?
I think they can talk way more about it. I did a summit back in June. I had them all come down, talk about jobs, talk about what they're going to do, but they're still not talking about it enough.
And in terms of the candidates said, will there become a time when you will endorse?
I'm looking like every other voter, but I'm going to follow the one, and I'm going to. If I endorse, he'll be the one that talks about jobs the most and has a plan for it. I mean, let's have a goal like I did. I had 700,000 jobs over 4 years or 7 years. We did 1.5, a little over 1 million. We need 12 million jobs over the next 4 years.
Governor, nice